I'm gonna go over how stupid I think kettlebell exercises are.
This video was sent to me for review, so let's listen, put its brash personality to the side, and who knows, maybe we can learn something. And if you're over 40 and you want to become strong, fit, and lean without going to the gym twice as fast, then download my free ebook in the first link in the description. Now this guy is very outspoken, loud, he's yelling, and he has a very brash personality. Now be this for Instagram purposes, or maybe that's his true self. He critiques kettlebells, and he can do it rightfully so, even though it seems like he's acting from a place of arrogance. But here's one thing that I've learned. I do think that the kettlebell is powerful, that it serves unique benefits, and it's the one tool that I choose to teach to our clients because I see massive and powerful results. I think the kettlebell is the epitome of efficiency because it grants you results without wasting time, energy, and money. That being said, I have completely detached my emotional self from the training philosophy or the training modality that I use. Because I, as a human being, consist out of more than just kettlebell training.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna go over how stupid I think kettlebell exercises are. And I know a lot of you guys are kettlebell fanatics.
Keeping in mind what I just said, while I believe it makes more sense to stabilize your emotional integrity on something else than on a particular training tool, I do understand why he drew the ire of the kettlebell sphere, because he acts from a place of arrogance, and people do not really like this, especially if you yourself are not an expert on that particular topic.
Number one, honest to God, you're gonna pick this exercise over any other goddamn exercise in the world. Someone said it's a universal exercise. Universal dog shit. Hit the forearms. You're stupid. You're gonna break your goddamn foot.
Assuming that somebody might choose this exercise over any other exercise is a little bit far-fetched. Maybe somebody just uses the around the world as a warm-up and then does some solid basics. But I do agree with the guy, actually. I don't think that the around the world is a particular solid exercise, even though many people tout that it's powerful for the core if you stand straight. Well, we've done the around the world for a workout a couple of years ago, and the only thing that I felt the next day was my forearms. As a warm-up, I would rather do some mobility stuff with your body weight, where you mobilize every joint from top to bottom. That's what we do. And if you want to train your core or your obliques, your sides, how about you do a suitcase walk or a swing? I think you get better results out of these powerful exercises than from the around the world. And just in case if you're wondering what kind of kettlebell I'm using, it's the Pro Kettlebell by my friend Nikolai Puchlov, proudly made in the USA. There's 5 things that I love about the Pro Kettlebell. Number 1, the contoured arm pockets that fit well on the clean as well as with the snatch. This means beginners will feel right at home and professionals can get rid of their calluses on their forearms. The second thing I love is the high quality texture finish on the handle, which doesn't turn your hands into hamburger meat when you do lots of swings and ballistics in general. And this also means that you don't have to use a lot of chalk. Number 3 is the ergonomics. The Pro Kettlebell is a little bit smaller than the standard competition kettlebells, which means the weight sits closer to your center of mass. You feel it in the rack position, and you get that immediate superflow feeling when you engage into the ballistics. Number 4 is the wide hollow core base, which makes it a safe option if you do kettlebell exercises on the floor, such as a handle push-up. Number 5 is the second grip because of the wide hollow core base, which lets you do curls and presses and exercises that you can't do with other kettlebells. There are even more benefits, such as a safe option of a magnetic weight chip that you can add inside the hollow core base of your kettlebell and make it heavier. Check the link in the description to get your Pro Kettlebell right now. And don't forget to use our code Lebe to get 10% off your next purchase.
Kettlebell swings for glutes. Doesn't build your glutes. You can't load your glutes here.
And here he speaks from a place of ignorance. The kettlebell swing does train your glutes because these muscles are the ones to propel and hip thrust the kettlebell outwards. And many people who do not use their glutes are doing the exercise wrong because they have what we call glute amnesia. They do not know how to really contract the glutes and fire these muscles in order to propel the kettlebell upwards. And the funny thing is, he seems to have a pretty good technique and he's using his glutes. So yeah, like I said, he speaks from a place of ignorance, which kind of veers into stupidity.
This is a back injury waiting to happen.
And again, he speaks from a place of ignorance. Many people credit the reduction or the elimination of their back pain to the ballistics, the swing, the clean, the snatch, and these exercises are soft for the joints and still train the muscles and build joint integrity and also build ligament strength. There is some research that seems to indicate that super stiffness might be an issue for people with lower back pain when they do the kettlebell swing. And super stiffness can be translated into the explosive hip snapping. Yes, this might cause some little or minor movements in the spine, which some people might have an issue because they do not tolerate it. And my recommendation in a particular situation like this would be to use a Russian pendulum to soften the swing a little bit.
And you just bang in the air, bro.
No, you're actually hip thrusting the kettlebell up to chest level if you do it properly. And if you are doing it wrong, you're using most of your arms instead of your hips. So even that description is not correct. So here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebells. And if you made it this far, download my free ebook in the first link in the description called The Kettlebell Code. If you're over 40, 50, or 60, you don't have a lot of time, but you want to take care of your fitness, that's where the kettlebell comes in very handy. And I'm going to give you a shortcut to make sure you are understanding the kettlebell from the perspective where you need it to as a beginner, so you can make the most out of your time once you pick it up for a spin. So download it right now in the first link in the description. It's 100% free.